Moment of silence. Yo, fucked up. TRP forever. Flow light years beyond y'all, you're not scary. I deserve a statue in front of South Ferry. You niggas dead serious, I'm dead serious. How I feel to be second fiddle, I'm just curious. I know why you don't want me on them group songs, cause I turned the group song into a fluke song. I'm too strong, I get it, y'all niggas spooked. If I wasn't Fluke, I wouldn't do a feature with Fluke, dog. Nate hyped me, now I'm about to catch a body. If you ain't Tyrone Briggs, nigga, then tread lightly. Try to chill, I really want y'all to just like me, cause y'all stopping the king, homie, it ain't likely. Not fair how I'm punking these rappers scared niggas local, I'm in the air. How these silly niggas compare when they rapping with they ain't living. I'm literal, be literally, lyrically. Y'all niggas so little to me, lil' me's. Niggas cornballs, base guard, lil' bees. You never make it out the hood trying to belittle me. Please, competition is a rap here. We the reason why half of these niggas rap here. Shout out to my real niggas who trap here. Watch your back here, cause half of these niggas rap here. Yeah, all rats, no tails. Just real niggas who tells you details.
Ain't do this shit, nigga.
Say it again.
Big Brook, N8 Rock, you know what I mean? Side, shade, the fucking pack, nigga. Stop snitching. We getting money. And fucking a lot of bitches too. I'll holler one.
Besides becoming Jasmine Walton's husband, my goal's to be with every Staten artist wasn't. To show the effing world I'm the best recording. Kill your dog and bring him back like I'm Seth MacFarlane. Got too many problems to be stressing all of them. With way too much groupies to have sex with all of them. As far as my God, best for sure. Sneeze together cause your needs God's blessings. All of them. These young niggas sound like Chief Keef on his worst day. The ones my age, mine as well, make a we are the world take. Old rappers, war stories got me crucially bored. Plus they stack vocals like they 10 Tupac Shakur. I'm only spitting the truth. Don't make subliminal moves. I'm now standing alone. Me, I don't fit in with crews. In prime time, I'm Joe Jackson when I write in the booth. Meaning anything related to him, I got views. Can't on bad, shorty. Me mad balling. No cash on me. No paper. The only paper I...
What's good, my peoples? What's happening? It's your boy T-Time. You know what I mean? Knicks and Ish, we in the building. Know what I mean? Came to pull up today because there's some things I want to discuss. Haven't seen y'all in a minute. You feel me? But we here, man. We here. We got some things to discuss. You know, more rumors about the Donovan Mitchell situation, which I'm absolutely sick and tired of at this point. I just want it to be over, whether they do what they do or they don't. I just want it to be over. Links was good, my brother Links in the building. Shout out to Sour Apple Clothing 17. You feel me? They in the building. Yeah, you know, I'm sick of that situation. Is Stephen A. still doing what he does, run his mouth about with absolutely nonsense? You feel me? Stocks is in the building. Was good, Brody. You feel me? Absolutely. Yeah. First and foremost, press share for your boy. Hit that like button. You know what I mean? We in the building. We about to talk some shit. You know what I mean? I got some. You know I'm gonna do my thing. I got a little sippy and a cuppy. You about to go down. You know what I mean? But let's get to it, man. Yeah, my bro Kev's supposed to be pulling up today too. So, you know, Kev's pulling up. So boom. Latest rumors on the Donovan Mitchell trade seems to be that the trade package that the Knicks offered was Evan Fournier, Obi Toppin, and 4 first-round draft picks with 2 unprotected. And Utah said no. You feel me? Danny Ainge said no to that. And I can see why he said no to it. But I'm also happy he said no to it because I don't want to. I honestly don't want to trade Obi. So and it's under the you add that and it's under the amount of draft picks that he's been stated to want. He said he's been stated that said that he wanted between 5 and 7 first rounders. 4 fall short of that. And I don't think Obi is enough to, you know, at his current level to compensate for the 2 to 3 draft picks that are missing, the 2 draft picks that are missing out of that trade. So I can see why Danny Ainge said no, but I'm absolutely happy he said no. I think Danny Ainge is absolutely on drugs. You feel me? For thinking that he's going to get as much as he think he's going to get because he fleeced Minnesota. But I think he's absolutely on drugs. Uh, but here's my thing. You feel me? I wouldn't mind if we stay put. I don't care if we don't trade for Donovan Mitchell, bro. Like I'm that guy. You feel me? It's quite a few Knicks fans that's don't understand why quite a few of us are holding on, want to hold on to our young guys instead of trading for Donovan Mitchell. But I think that trade offer wasn't enough. Me personally, I don't think that was going to be the trade to get it done. Um, I think if you're going to trade I don't want to break up. Oh, first of all, yeah. If I think, let me say this first, right? If the man wants mostly draft picks, if you get to keep your young talent, trade the draft picks. You feel me? But as far as the pick of the litter of players go, they're gonna have to they're gonna have to deal with it. You feel me? If you asking me for 6 first round draft picks and I'm giving it to you, pause, and you say that you want, I think they want like 3 of them, 3 or 4 of them unprotected. That's what Utah wants. If we doing that, right, I'm you're gonna get whatever players I give you. And from what the rumor mills is saying, I don't know how true these rumors are, but they're saying that Danny Ainge don't really care too much about the players. It's more about the draft picks. He'll pretty much take whatever players as long as he get the draft picks from the Knicks. Uh, if I'm the Knicks and I'm dead set on getting Donovan Mitchell, Evan Fournier, Derrick Rose, 6 first rounders. You feel me? Give me Donovan. Uh, but the reluctancy. Tony is in the building. What's good, Brody? Tony, give me a thumbs up in the comment if you're trying to pull up, Brody. If not, I understand. It's mad last minute. But if you're trying to pull up, give me a thumbs up in the comment. I'll send you the link. Um, yeah. So I could see the reluctancy. This is what makes sense to me if the Knicks is so. Curtis is in the building. What's good, Brody? My brother Curtis is in the building. Uh So this is what the reluctancy to trade draft picks from the Knicks mean to me. They're not as sold on their young talent as we are. They're not. They may not be as sold that Emmanuel quickly and and Emmanuel quickly and Obi is going to be the great players that we expect them to be. I mean, we as in Knicks fans. I don't think for the front office to be that reluctant to give them the draft picks. I think they're not as sold as we are, and you know it's good to err on the side of caution. And I say that because you know Donovan Mitchell, right? As great of a player he is, great of a player. I think he's a great player. They're like all right. Before I get into my spiel, I want to make sure y'all understand. This is not a Donovan Mitchell hate speech. I would absolutely love for Donovan Mitchell to be a Knick, but I don't want to mortgage everything to bring him here. I just want that to be understood before I say what I say. So this is why and this is part of the reason why I'm proud of the New York Knicks front office is because you know Donovan Mitchell is not Superman, bro. He's not going to come here and magically take the Knicks to the championship. It's not going to happen. You have to keep assets and some players so you can continue to build around them. This is a fact. You have to. If you trade all your first rounders and your best young talent, then you're going to be he's kind of going to be stuck in the same situation he was in Utah. And just to remind you, he has made the playoffs all 5 years in Utah, but only made it out of the first round twice. Never made it out of the second round. So again, he's not Superman. Getting Donovan Mitchell is not going to magically make this team a championship contender, just him alone. I think we built a tremendous landing spot for him if we could keep, you know, a large chunk of this team together, including our young players, so they could continue to grow with each other. I think that would be beautiful, right? But to trade, you know, a combination of 4 to 6 draft picks, first rounders, uh, some of them being unprotected, and 2 or 3 of your young guys, that really messes up the landing spot for Donovan Mitchell. It really does, because think about it too. Say we trade Obi and Emmanuel quickly. Some of the guys that some people think that we should trade have no problem trading Obi, Emmanuel quickly. Some people even RJ Barrett. Yo, you do realize our financial situation will be effed, right? So getting any kind of help is gonna be hard to do when it comes to supporting cast, because our contract is gonna be locked up between Donovan Mitchell, Jalen Brunson, uh, Mitch, and Julius Randle. That's it. That's salary cap done right there. So when you talk about bringing in supporting cast members, it's going to be almost impossible. It's going to be almost impossible to bring in supporting cast members for those guys, like good ones. And I think that we have pretty good ones now. You know, uh, so that's and again, Donovan Mitchell is not. He's not going to magically take us to a championship by himself, son. He's not. Like he's not going to take us to a championship by himself, and that's the problem. And that's a problem I think some people don't understand. As good as he is, still young talent, still has room to grow. As good as he is, never been past the second round. Only been there twice in 5 tries in the playoffs. You guys got to understand that we're not trading for prime LeBron. We're not trading for prime Kawhi Leonard. Like, we're not trading for those guys. That we're not trading for Giannis. Like guys that if we make this trade and we mortgage the whole future, we still got a good chance at making a solid push at something special. You feel me? Those are guys that you mortgage the farm for. That you mortgage your future for those kind of guys. Fraz is in the building. Yes, sir. You already know the Viry. Team Knicks and Issues in the building. Those are the kind of guys you mortgage, your future for. LeBron, Kawhi, Giannis. You feel me? Like, those are guys. He's not those guys. He's not those guys. As good as he is, he's not those guys. So when you say that you want to trade a combination of young guys, which I think who's going to be really solid role players, I think solid. I think our role guys is going to be solid role guys like Quickly and Obi. I think Quickly is he's a fringe starter already. You feel me? Like, I think he's only gonna get better, and I think he's a fringe starter already. I feel like on certain teams he would actually start, right? Uh Obi, he's showing growth, but it's still a way to go for Obi, but he's showing growth. Uh so you want to trade those guys, and Birdman, oh my God. Him with the trash rumor uh that whatchamacallit, that Tibbs will want to keep Grimes over McBride, stirring the pot, Knicks for clicks kind of action. You feel me? Yeah. Knicks for clicks kind of action from Birdman as usual. Talk about that, bruh. Like if I don't hear it, if I don't hear it from Tibbs, if I don't hear it from Shams, Woj, I don't. I'm not giving that no facts. Yo, listen, man. He's the biggest cat artist, and I always say that he don't know shit about what's going on with the Knicks. This is facts. You feel me? Berman don't know shit about what's going on with the Knicks. Uh, and for him to put out that kind of trash, it only seems to continue to try to divide the organization. So let's get into it. Let's talk about R.J. Barrett. You don't trade R.J. Barrett, bro. You don't do it. You don't. And this is the reason why, even for Donovan Mitchell, because again, I reiterate, Donovan Mitchell is not a guarantee to a championship. Neither is R.J. Barrett. Neither one of them are guaranteed. But at least you got a guy that you've seen, put in the work, wants to be here from day one. You feel me? Like, wants to be here from day one, and it's showing that he's putting in the work every year. He's getting better. Somebody posted in the comment he had a 4-point per game increase every year. Ricardo said that. Shout out to Ricardo Ross in the comments going crazy. You feel me? I don't think it's. I think Tony responded to that. It's 3 points, but yeah, it's 3 points every year. He increased his point per game average. So we're gonna trade that guy at 21 for a guy that Donovan Mitchell, even though he's only 25, we're kind of seeing where the ceiling's at for this guy already. Like, we kind of see, like, at 25, you start to become who you are going to be for the rest of your career. And Donovan Mitchell is a great player. 3-time All-Star, back-to-back. You feel me? Great guy with 24. I think he was 24 points a game last season, 25 points a game last season. No knocks on Donovan Mitchell's game. But what I'm saying is we still don't even know what R.J. Barrett is going to look like as a finished product. R.J. Barrett is bigger. He's stronger. You feel me? He may not be as lethal as a scorer yet. Defender. You feel me? Like, I don't want to trade R.J. Barrett for this guy. He's homegrown, and he's the highest draft pick we got since Patrick Ewing, bro. The highest draft pick. He wants to be here. He wants to be a Knick. I feel like trading R.J. Barrett for Donovan Mitchell is what the Knicks of old would have done. That's what the old Knicks would have done. Would have traded R.J. Barrett for Donovan Mitchell in a heartbeat. Even though we already know that Danny Ainge don't want R.J. Barrett because he's going to have to pay him. Oh, yeah. Mel, I know this. I'm just talking about, the hypothetical stuff, the rumors. You feel me? I know that they're not trading R.J. Barrett. You feel me? I know that's not going to happen. But we just talk about you just don't do it, bro. You feel me? You just don't do it. R.J. Barrett, in my eyes, is going to be a future star. My guy Tony, he's in the comments going crazy too. Shout out to Team Knicks and Ish Tony in the building. Tony got R.J. Barrett going for 24 if Donovan Mitchell doesn't get traded to the Knicks. 24 points a game. I'm not mad at him for that. It's a possibility. I got him closer to 22, but I ain't mad at Tony for throwing out the 24. You heard? If you want to build a press like for your boy, press share. You heard? Yeah. So I'm not mad at that. The reason why I don't think going back to the latest rumor of Obi being offered in a trade package for Donovan. This is why I don't think you trade Obi. I think Obi coming off the bench with Emmanuel quickly and them continue to develop their chemistry is going to be special. See, I think even when Emmanuel's not on the court, having Jalen Brunson on the court with Obi is going to allow Obi to see more minutes on the floor. Bonafide point guard wherever you turn. You feel me? And that's only going to help Obi. I think you see Obi have a really good season this year. Coming off the bench, I can see Obi averaging a solid 13, 14 points a game just off, you know, the simple shit that he does. Like sprinting up the court, having a point guard that's able to find him doing that on a consistent basis. Having two guys that run a point three because you add Derrick Rose to the situation that could break down defense, get 2 feet in the paint, kick it out to him, find him on his cuts. Like these are the simple things that's going to allow Obi to have a bigger impact on the offense or offensive end this season. Uh, and again, even though he's an older young guy, he's still developing and showing strides in his own game. I I think this team is poised for something special if we could keep these young guys together. You know, and another thing that's important too, is to build a successful team, you have to have people who's going to outplay their contract. Like that's what all good teams have, and the ones who make it deep in the playoffs have a lot of guys on contracts that their contract is almost up or whatever the case may be, but they they outplaying their bread, and I feel like we in a possibility of having that with people like Emmanuel Quickly, Obi, Jericho Sims, Hartenstein, like those are the kind Grimes. You feel me? Yeah, those are the guys that's to me. If you keep these young guys together and they able to blossom together, it's gonna be something special. I'm not saying that all these guys gonna turn into superstars, and I think that's where some Knicks fans get it twisted when fans like me start talking about how they don't want to trade the young guys. They think that we think that all these guys are going to turn into superstars. That is not the case. But we do believe if these guys are going to can stay together, they can all be super solid role players, and as a whole, be able to do something special. That's what I believe. Like Donovan Mitchell is a great player. I'm not going to deny that, but he's not Superman. He's not going to be the guy to take us to the finals by himself. I didn't come here to talk about Julius Randle. You notice in the topics, if you see the description, he's not up there. This is part of the reason why I I don't like to do lives like that in the off season. This off season because I don't want to come I don't want to come on live and talk about Julius Randle every time I'm on live. I don't want to do it. I'm not doing it today. You feel me? You feel how you feel about Julius. I feel opposite towards that. You feel me? And I'm just going to leave it there. Uh, yeah, but you know what I was saying. Yeah, I just think the asking price to me for Donovan for us is too high. I don't care about draft picks. Don't care about those draft picks. If we're gonna get Donovan Mitchell, I don't care about those draft picks. Trade those draft picks. But when it comes to the players, that's where I have a say so. That's where I'm a little bit that's why I'm a little when it comes to the players. That's where I have to be like, you want your 6 draft picks? We got a ton of them. Hey, have them. You feel me? Have those draft picks. But when it comes to the players, no, we're not giving you four first rounders and and some young players to go with it, like two to three young players to go with it. That's not happening. It's not happening, bro. Shout out to Jalen Rose. He said it on his show that Donovan Mitchell doesn't have an S on his chest. That's a fact. He does not. He's not none of the guys that I mentioned earlier. Prime LeBron, Giannis, and Kawhi. Like those, like he's none of those guys. Those are the guys to me that you'd be like, all right, here, take it. Because I know we're making a deep playoff run with any one of those guys. Donovan Mitchell is not that yet. Hasn't been out this only been out the first round twice. Only been to the second round twice. That's it. You feel me? That's it. In 5 tries. I'm not knocking a guy. I'm just stating the facts. You feel me? While I have y'all attention, quick sidebar. You feel me? September 10th. I'll do another I got you, Tony. Give me a second. September 10th, I got I got another podcast I do, Who Run the City. Mostly I know that. Shout out to my co-host, Big Fan Breezy. Uh, we got a basketball game for Knicks versus Net fans. September 10th, Saturday, September 10th. Yeah, I mean, Pier 2, Brooklyn Bridge Park, 11 a.m. Pull up on us. You heard? Pull up on us. I know y'all can't even see the whole banner because I got this other shit up. Hold on. Yeah, so boom, pull up on us. You feel me? Pier 2 at Brooklyn Bridge Park, 11 a.m. Rep your team, wear your apparel. You know what I mean? It's all love. We are taking is a barbecue too after we play ball. You feel me? We are taking donations for food. You feel me? We all this is coming out of pocket for us. You feel me? And we ain't rich. So, you know what I mean? Bang that cash app, and we want to make sure everybody leave there full and happy. You know what I mean? Even if you don't play basketball, if you just want to come and be around good vibes, you know what I mean? Who Run the City, family is a peaceful one. Nothing but good vibes all the time. Pull up September 10th, Brooklyn Bridge Park. I will be posting this flyer on the Knicks and Ish pages. You feel me? So you can keep it, save it, add it to your calendar, whatever you need to do. Holla at your boys. You feel me? Yeah, Tony. I got you. I'm about to send you this link, man. Just give me a second. You heard? Give me a second. Let me get right for my guy Tony, man. Yeah. My fault. Yeah. But yeah, my fault, y'all. Just give me a second. I'm trash at multitasking. I ain't even gonna hold you. Super trash at multitasking. So I need y'all to bear with me a second. So I'll get my guy Tony up here. Da. StreamYard. Uh, no, that's not it. Come on, bruv. Bruv. Yeah, there we go. My fault. I got you, Tony. Just give me a second. We're about to get you up here in a second. I'm about to send you this link. I got you too, Fraz. Give me a second, Brody.
I ain't even mean to do.
Yeah, hold on. Give me a second. Do. There we go. Copy. They need an easier way to do this shit. I ain't even gonna lie to you, right? It dead ass need to be an easier way to do this because this is taking too much effort. Uh, search. Oh, there we go. Tony, check your DM, Brody. The link is in your DM, Tony. Let me get Fraz. Boop. All right, pace. All right. So until my guys pull up, we're gonna continue to talk about these trades before we get into the next topic. Yeah, Tony and Fraz link is definitely in your um in your inboxes. Yeah. So until Tony and Fraz pull up, shout out to everybody for being with me while I was doing what I was doing. But yeah, man, I just think this team could be something special if we keep them together. Uh, I didn't come here to talk about Julius Randle, so I'm not going to do it. Uh, but I expect him to have a better season due to Jalen Brunson. I expect RJ Barrett to have a better season due to Jalen Brunson. Whoever starts at the two position, whether it be Evan or Evan or what you call it, or Grimes. I expect them to have a better season. There go my guy Fraz. I got you, Brody. Fraz is in the building at the stream. What's good, Brody?
What's really good, T-Time?
You already know the vibes, bro.
Yeah, I know the vibrate, man. It's Team Knicks all the
Yo,
time, man.
you look like you at a campfire, my boy.
Yo, because I'm outside right now on the front. We outside on the front porch next to the camp, you know what I mean? A little ambiance, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you, bro. Yeah. So, we just here talking about the bullshit, you feel me, that's going on with the rumors about, the trade situation with Donovan Mitchell. So, speak your piece, Brody.
I'm going to just keep it short and sweet to the point. I won't take up too much time. You know what I mean?
No,
The
you
end of
good,
the day, Knicks fans, I think we need to just stay put right now because I feel like our bench took a step up. Our bench got a little bit better with the offseason acquisition of Hartenstein.
Facts.
And the fact that our young players is developing at a good rate is something to see. You got RJ about to become one of the next potential top 10 superstars in the coming years in the NBA. Because let's face it, everybody, all these stars that we've already seen come and go, like LeBron, Durant, it's their time to go. You know what I'm saying? It's time for them to pack it up in a minute. And it's time for the new stars to emerge. So with that being said, one of the new stars you're going to see emerge is RJ Barrett. Let's face it, people. This guy is going to be a 25-point scorer in another year or two. Put it like that. I don't care what nobody say. I'm sticking with who I got right now. And let's not forget, people, after this season coming up is another good free agent class. So why would I want to spend my bargaining chips now to go after Donovan Mitchell when we can go get a player Donovan Mitchell caliber at the end of the season when we got cap space? And we don't necessarily have to give up players to get a star like that. So to me, I think we need to just stay put. We picked up Brunson. He's gonna expand our offense because people are gonna be getting more touches due to Brunson making proper reads and better plays. So we good, Knicks fans. Hang in there.
Bro, pull up my guy Tony is in the building,
Tony.
man.
What's good?
Tony, how you, bro?
I know I gotta switch the camera for you.
There you go. See, look, that's what I'm talking about, Tony.
Remember from last time. What's good, man?
Same shit. I haven't been off I haven't been on live because I get tired of talking about the same shit all the time. You feel me? So I it's some new shit happening. It's not really new, more of the same shit, but I'm just in the mood to talk about it today. You feel me? Like the new rumors with the trade with the Knicks supposedly one off of Obi and Fournier and the 4 first-round draft picks and my next topic after we finish talking about this one, the Stephen A. running his fucking gums again. But yeah, so we still on the first topic right now. Me personally, just to reiterate my take on that, because I don't know if you was on earlier. I'm perfectly fine with staying where we at. You feel me?
Hell yeah.
I can understand why Utah said no to that trade package, even with Obi in it, because to them it's not so much about the players, it's more about the draft picks, and that's under the mark of draft picks that Danny Ainge was stated to want, right? He was stated to want around 5 to 6 draft picks. 4 ain't enough, and Obi ain't enough by himself to suffice for those 1 to 2 draft picks that they're missing. But at the same time, I'm not mad that Danny Ainge said no.
Exactly.
Yeah, so Tony said you want to pull up to play devil advocate. Let's hear it, bro.
Hold on, bro. I can hear you, but it's very low. I'm just throwing my Bluetooth on real fast.
Nah, you good, Brody. Yeah, but to continue with what I was saying, like, I'm glad you're a big fan, Breeze. I'm happy you here, getting my YouTube comments up. You feel me? But that's the last response you're gonna get from me while you here. You know what I mean? So continue as you were. You feel me?
Gotta be.
So yeah, man. I think that this team, again, if as is, I think we're gonna be better than people expected. And if we get Donovan Mitchell for the right price, I'm not mad. But he not Superman, bro. We don't get Donovan Mitchell and immediately become, a championship team, bro. Especially if you're considering, like some fans want to do, trade all the young guys and bring Donovan Mitchell in, like, and then trade draft picks on top of that. Like, if we get Donovan Mitchell, you trade the likes of Obi, Quick, and say for instance another young guy like Quentin Grimes. Like, then who you gonna get to play around them? Because the salary cap is fucked after that.
Mm-hmm.
The salary cap is fucked after that. Like, there's no money for nobody. So you got to pray that there's some journeyman veterans that's willing to just come and play for whatever their minimum is. And that's not a path for
Waiver
success.
wire.
Yo.
And the waiver wire too. That's facts. You know what I mean? You got to pray for the waiver wire and some journeyman. That's not a path for success. Like, I like Donovan Mitchell. Never been past the second round. Only been there twice. He been in the playoffs 5 years. Only been in the second round twice.
But can I cut in?
Hey, I was waiting for you this whole time. That's why I was talking.
Yeah, I know you was holding me down. I appreciate you, bro. So I agree with you, and I'm not disagreeing, but I'm just saying for the live, right, for the space, we'll play devil's advocate a little bit. So I'm not really, I'm just putting a kind of fake debate to it. So he's what, 25 years old or something like that?
Yeah.
Every year he's in a league, the kid's been 20 or more points. We've seen him go bonkers and try and take over. And if you look around the team, they played good team ball, but as far as individual talent, there was a lack thereof pretty much every year he's been there. Also, to say that his first 5 years, even though they didn't advance much, he still brought a team to the playoffs. So imagine what he could do with with other talent, right? So like, I agree with you. Listen, I'm not disagreeing because I also, like, personally, I don't love the match of RJ's game with Donovan Mitchell. I think it's you're putting a lot of our talent into like one certain type of game. As you said, I don't think they're a championship team either by adding Donovan Mitchell, but they're on their way. And if they can figure out the contracts, just say they somehow get RJ to hold out, right? You hold out for the end of the season. If you can bring Donovan Mitchell here, who knows what you can then do with Julius Randle. And for everyone who doesn't know, I'm pretty sure everyone does, but whoever doesn't know, just like T, I'm a Julius fan. I think he helps the team a lot more than he hurts us. I think it's funny, like, I guess it's not because it's Knicks fans, so they're dramatic, but for a lot of guys to be New Yorkers, and that's why they're Knicks fans, and to be so butthurt over like the attitude stuff and not like almost not understand where it comes from. Is it knuckleheadish? Yeah. I mean, does anyone really think this guy is supposed to be on that level, even as the Donovan Mitchell? I mean, he definitely shouldn't be looked at as a freak or Kawhi, Steph Curry. Like, he's not that level. But we were leaning on him like he was a star player. So that's why you got a bad shooting percentage, and things like that. We expecting too much out of the guy. But anyway, I went way too deep into that. I do think, however,
That was
that
crazy. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
yeah,
I
my bad,
tried
bro.
to resist. I
Yeah,
tried to resist, but that was just too crazy. Go ahead.
yeah, my
Pause.
bad. Yeah, I went off scale there, but um, the reason I do so is I usually stand up for Julius. However, I do think that there's a next step, and it comes without him. Sure, they're gonna see what him plus the team that they put together, where they can go. But I do think they have a future plan to eventually trade him out, maybe package him up, whether it be with a pick or another player. Um, and I think that they get that next piece to add to like the Brunson, Mitchell, RJ thing. And that's where, I mean, there's quite a few players when you look at a core that I just said, the Brunson, Mitchell, RJ. I mean, what you can add in that next forward spot, or maybe even the center spot. Who knows? Maybe they package Randall up with Mitch. Though I think that that contract of Mitch's was to stay with us, but it is movable. So
So
forgive me for rambling on, but that's
no,
pretty
you
much where I
good. You
stand.
good. So again, it always happens. It always happens. So we're gonna talk about it. But I don't think Julius Randle's going to get traded. I think the people who matter and make the decisions love Julius Randle way too much to trade him. I just think that's a thing. You feel me? I think Coach Tommy T loves Julius Randle. I think Leon and World Wide West love him way too much. Like, you've been on Twitter. You've seen the interview that they was posting on the Wojcast and Julius Randle describing the up until the point of him coming to New York, and then, I mean him resigning and asking him, what do you need to be successful? Is because they believe that in their mind he can be an important part of a winning team for the New York Knicks. I believe too that he could be an important part, and I think the team that the Knicks are trying to build is not so much star driven. You feel me? Like, it's more of this. The team is the sum of its parts. Like, I think RJ Barrett is going to be a star, but I don't think he's going to be a superstar. Like, I think Julius Randle is a star, but he's never going to be a superstar. Same thing the way I feel about Jalen Brunson. I think he's going to be a star, but never a superstar. And I think they're trying to build a team that's just built around like the sum of its parts. Like, everybody's going to chip in for us to get this dub. Everybody got to play at a high level for us to get this dub, not just, contrary to what the Nets were trying to do, is just place all of the weight on three guys that are
Yeah,
superstars.
that's the cut the line.
Yeah, like,
Yeah,
three superstars. Y'all going to be the reasons why we win or lose. You feel me? And I think the Knicks' goal is to build a team different. And the reason why I go, listen, I get Donovan Mitchell pushes the needle for us, and you kind of made my point, Tony, when I was saying he helps us is depending on who he has around him, the talent. Now,
yeah.
what some Knicks fans, I won't say most, what some Knicks fans want to do, fuck the young kids, trade them, do whatever you need to do.
You can't give up. First of all, I agree with you with the bench because of the young kids. I feel like we are some of the parts, and that the young kids really add to that. They stretch the bench. They are our bench, and they make us better than most other teams with the bench because of the talent. So I agree with you on that. You
Yeah,
can't give that away, and the picks because I heard you say it when I was
yeah,
trying to get my mic right. You're just gonna have like a bunch of old dudes who are washed up and they sign for the minimum, and you
yeah,
can't have too many of them. You can have like one of those guys,
yeah.
but you
Two at
can't do a
max.
team. Yeah, you can't do a team of them, man. I mean, the Nets. Look at the Nets, bro. It looks good on paper, and then all of a sudden, bro, you start watching, and it starts out hot,
And then the
and
bodies start breaking
yeah,
down.
bro, that
Yeah,
shit is just whole
Yo,
fucking part of my mouth. Whole team is on the injured list and
yeah.
all. Like,
Again,
that
Tony,
shit
this is a curse safe place. I curse all the time.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
forget some of these dudes get in their bag, bro. I usually
yeah,
come off terrible.
yeah.
Um,
Nah. This is a curse safe
but
place. This is what we do
but
here.
what I will say is that's kind of what I believe this team is looking to do. Is they're trying to keep the style they're going, but up the ante one. I mean, like they are kind of cutting the line. When you grab this kid Mitchell with RJ, we're gonna be a real good team.
Yeah.
And that who knows, it could be championship because we don't know where RJ's potential is.
Facts.
So I mean, RJ can be if you gave Donovan Mitchell another Donovan Mitchell, he don't gotta be fucking Kawhi.
Yeah.
He don't have to be
And
LeBron
he could
because
focus. He could focus
you
on
know,
being more efficient because Donovan
yeah,
Mitchell, let's be honest, is not the picture of efficiency.
not no, he isn't. And you
Like,
want to know the worst part? None of our guys are.
yeah,
So, you know what I mean? I mean, we just seen RJ and fucking Julius go for what? 41% they shot
yeah.
from field. So,
And I think that has a lot to do with them having to consistently create their own shots.
100%.
Yeah,
Bro, you don't get the whole fucking team to shoot 41% or less. I know they all pick on the one guy for it, but the whole
Yeah.
fucking team shot 40, 41. I think Quickly was at 39. People
yeah,
rave about Quickly. I love Quickly. But I'm just saying, like, oh, the young kids got to start more of Quickly this, Quickly that. But nobody says nothing about he shot even worse than what you're crying that the man
yeah.
Randall shot. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So,
It's selective rage. You feel me? It's
uh-huh.
Yeah.
selective rage. We all know it. Well, we don't know it, obviously, but the ones who are not in their feelings know it because I love RJ. I love Quick. You feel me? But the whole team was trash last year.
Yeah, I
The
mean,
whole team was trash last year. It's
and without
because
the point guard, they didn't play together like they did the playoff year. Remember how they looked in the playoff year?
and you
Ball
because
movement and shit.
it was Derrick Rose.
Yeah.
It was
And
Derrick
believe and,
Rose.
and believe it or not, listen, just because the guy isn't all around good or good enough, it doesn't mean that he didn't bring things to the team. So when I say this name, don't jump on me. But like even Peyton, he helped. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not saying he's great at being a point guard or even good, but
Yeah,
he would do some things better than what we had when
he
Kemba wouldn't play and Rose was down.
he knows how to manage a game at the very least.
You know,
He
and,
probably sucked. He sucked at almost everything else except for playing defense and kind of managing the game. Like
yeah,
that's it. He couldn't score. He couldn't shoot. You feel me? He played defense and he was
once in a
like,
while he
okay.
went to the cup.
And a lot of times it was bad. A lot of times it was bad because Alfred he hit a point where he was like, I need to score. It's not that I'm trying to score or this is my opportunity to score. It would look more like I've been stinking up the joint. If I want to keep my job, I gotta get this bucket. And he'll put his
Yep.
head down. No matter who was there, how many players was playing defense on his drive, he would still try to chuck it up at the rim.
Yeah,
And that was really Alfred's Peyton's downfall. Because when we first got him, I was very high on him when we got him. I was like, yo, he could ball. He may not be an all-star, but he's solid. And then
yeah.
he
He
proved
had
me
like
wrong.
he was like that in Orlando at first, and then I think in Phoenix he like remade himself or whatever they say, you know, and he had like a really good season or whatnot. And I think
Yeah,
we jumped on him after it. I forget, but it went something like that.
yeah.
And
But
when we got him, the ball moved better, you know.
so
But I
so
just think I think Randall is goes in a trade. I don't mean this year.
yeah.
Maybe next, maybe in the off season. But I think they trade him. They bring in a stud, and then who the fuck knows, man? I mean,
I,
if you have RJ growing into something special, you add Donovan Mitchell, you have Brunson, Mitch, and you're able to trade Julius and some shit. I mean, I don't know.
yeah. I think like to our point before, a lot of things go right with a point guard. We seen what the team looked like the
Uh,
year before with a point guard. Now
the
we got
team is going to be so much better, so
we
much
now
better.
we got because I'm very high on Quickly's point guard abilities. Even if he's not shooting well, I think he still can run the team. Like the team played better when Quickly was like actually getting the point guard minutes and he wasn't just on the floor while Alec Burke was still running the point guard. You feel me? Like in the beginning of the season, a lot of times that Quick was on the floor, he wasn't running point. Alec Burke was running point, which was wild to me. which was wild to me. But when he started getting more of the point guard minutes near the end of the season, the team was playing a little bit better. Now you got Brunson, him, and Rose to handle those duties. It's going to be a lot better. Not just for Julius, not just for RJ. I'm talking about, I was saying it earlier, Obi is going to earn some really good minutes because there's guys that can get him the ball. Like, that was a problem with Obi a lot of last season.
He's going off with Brunson.
Yeah,
like all the park games and everything. Forget it.
So if you remember last year in the beginning, we saw Obi get missed on a lot of cuts to the basket. A lot. In the beginning of the season, a whole lot. Like, because we didn't have nobody that's a natural facilitator. Like, so you got that. Like, if you just look at the things, the little things, the nuances that Obi does well, you can count at least a good 12 points off just the little things. Maybe 4 points off of cuts. He's getting like 6 points off fast breaks. Right?
Or even 4. There's 8 right there.
Yeah.
You know, you figure a couple free throws. You know what I'm saying?
That's 10 points.
Hit a jumper, any jumper, 1. You know what I mean?
Did you feel me? Like, so
I'm with you.
It's not possible that it is possible that we could see Obi hit like a 12 to 14 point game per game season.
Yeah.
Like,
easy. And get this. I got Obi inked in for 18 to like 20 minutes a game. People think that Obi's going to come out and only play that 10, 12 or whatever. People crying like it's the same shit as last year. No, that's why they get the burn at the end of the season. You see something that makes you want to, give them more. It's another season ahead that these kids have grown, got another year under their belt. You let them loose a little more. And I think he's going to play like about 20 minutes a game.
Yeah, I mean, at the very least, Coach Tommy T needs to see that he needs to rest Randall. Like, that at the very least, if for no other reason, other reason, for one of your best players to be able to finish out games. And I don't think he will have to rely on Julius as much this year because we got Brunson. You feel me? Like, I don't think that is like, yo, if Julius is not out there, we're gonna lose. You feel me? Like, and I wasn't gonna do it, but his name been mentioned too much. I have to do it, bro. We complain about Julius so much, but
not we, they. But
they complain about Julius so much. But every game you watch the Knicks play, the only defensive strategy every team came into the season last year with is stop Julius Randle. That was it. That was the only game plan. It wasn't make sure RJ Barrett don't go off. It wasn't make sure Kemba don't go off. It wasn't make sure Evan doesn't go off. It was, if we stop Julius Randle, we win.
Yeah, you remember when RJ started averaging the 20? It like he ain't do that shit to like the end of the year, bro.
Yeah.
He was more at like 18 and all. He started, taking a little bit more shots and trying to drive the ball in them games, especially when Julius was out and all. Trying to take over, trying to do his thing. And he was struggling to do so, man.
Shout out to my guy Barry in the comments. He a KD fan, but he be here supporting. Yeah, but yeah. I just had to say that because that probably dropped. Like, people act like they don't see the fact that every time Julius gets the ball, the whole defense just shrinks into the middle of the paint. Like, hey, you're not going to score, and it was nobody able to stop the team. This is teammates' duty to make that a bad defense. Like it's the job of the other players or the team to make that bad defense for the opposing team to be like, yo, we're going to shrink the court on Julius Randle. Yeah. But that didn't happen. But moving on, because I don't want to get sunk into this Julius Randle.
Hey, listen, this year, that pick and roll, him driving into the paint, getting the ball late, though, like as he's going in, so you don't have to worry about him putting it down and losing it too much. Bro, bully ball, bro. Bully ball.
He gonna eat, bro. He gonna eat.
Bully ball, bro. I'm telling you, and I don't even think he's good. He's definitely not in the role that we've all seen him and everyone hated him in.
Yeah.
That's for sure. I mean, they just gave Brunson 27-9. Like, there's no way it's the Julius show this year. You know what I'm
Nah.
saying? I think he gets less minutes. I think Obi gets in there for more minutes. I think he becomes part of the team, bro. So
Yeah.
that's where I
That's
go
a
with
fact.
that. I do. I don't know
And
what's
it,
up with this Mitchell trade, but
yeah, I can't wait till it's over. I'm tired of it. I'm sick of it.
yeah, the
Uh,
talks, right?
yeah, I'm sick of it. I'm
That
sick.
Berman shit, bro. You mentioned it earlier, bro. That shit is like, this dude is a fucking clown, bro.
Bro.
Whoever's listening, watching this shit, yo, if you fuck with Berman, you're not a fucking
I
Knicks
definitely
fan, bro.
don't fuck with
You
you.
can't you
Yo,
can't be
I
a Knicks
definitely don't
fan,
fuck
bro.
with you if you fuck with
It,
Bergman.
Just gonna come to the backseat for
yo,
this guy,
yo,
motherfucker.
yo.
Sorry, my Mets just lost.
Sorry, we had to get you,
Yeah,
Tony. We had to get
yo.
y'all.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
so,
tied it up.
so, what you would call it? Yeah, Berman. He don't know. He don't know what the fuck is going on with the Knicks.
Yo,
Like,
when I
I,
when I read that, sorry to
you.
cut you, just real. When I read that shit, like all I think is like this dude's father or brother or something got to connect for him to fucking write the reports. And that's the only reason he don't know nobody. He don't talk to nobody. He thinks some shit up and he's like, yo, let me put this shit out. I mean, come on, bro. That shit is
yeah, it's like he knows what's going to get the Knicks fans in a frenzy. Like he's the leader of the Knicks for clicks
but T,
movement, bro.
it's
It's
like,
like
bro,
I
like
know if I say this,
it's so asinine, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's not even like close to let's think about it. Like
nah, like
uh,
he's real trash. But that was a great segue because I I was trying to get to this point before y'all guys joined so I could do my rant because it's gonna be a rant.
oh, let's get it. We need one of
uh,
those, bro.
yo, bro, I need Stephen A to stop calling himself a Knicks fan, man.
Oh my fucking god,
I,
this guy.
Yo, I
you know
told
what?
you he been lost his Knicks fan pass, man. He's out of
Yo,
there. We been took his
so
pass already.
so what I want to do is this, right? My co-host on Who Run the City, Big Fan Breezy, said that there was never any, olive branch for us from us when they first came to Brooklyn. Well, here's my olive branch. We're gonna give y'all Stephen A. Smith as a fan, bro. Since
You
he's
could
so
have him
since he's
on the
so
arms.
starstruck, since everything to him is about having a superstar, it doesn't matter about anything else but having a superstar. It doesn't matter about team chemistry, what the future of the team gonna look like. He wants to get Donovan Mitchell by any cost. He's still butthurt about the fact that Leon Rose did an interview with Mike Breen and MSG. Bro,
Mike Green.
first of all, Mike Breen
Bang.
is one of the most impartial, you know, analysts I watch on TV. Even though he's hired by MSG, how many times we see him shit on the Knicks when they playing bad? This is god awful offense. This is the way he talks about the team.
He's a fan though. He's a fan though. He lives
He is,
out here.
yeah, I know he's a fan, but
Yeah.
he keeps it a buck. He's
Yeah,
I think
he does.
he's fair. Him and Clyde be happy when we playing bad. I be like, damn, I don't even want to listen to these guys right now because they giving us the business. You feel me? So to say that, Mike Breen couldn't give a fair interview to Leon Rose because he works for MSG is like kind of spitting in Mike Breen's face. Like saying that, oh, you can't be you bought by the company. So who's this? Like, you work for ESPN. We all know they got the LeBron agenda at ESPN. So who's to say you can't give LeBron a fair interview? Because we all know how much ESPN love LeBron James. They love him. You can't do anything on ESPN without talking about LeBron. It has to happen. LeBron could be doing the worst ever. The whole show is going to be dedicated to talk about LeBron. But who says that Stephen A can't give a fair interview to LeBron? That's what I'm saying. It is horrible. So why your butt hurt about that? And then you go and then you go and the part that you call this man all kinds of cowards and stuff like that too is disrespectful when you talk about Leon Rose. Calling the man a coward because he don't want to sit with you and give you I think that's what it is. Because you got to read the devil that's in the details. Because every time he goes, yeah, I got tremendous respect for Leon. I know him very well. Me and him are friends. I know how great. You mad that he didn't do the interview with you? You thought that you deserve it because you trout yourself on ESPN as this big Knick fan that Leon Rose is supposed to come and sit down with you and give you the exclusive interview on why the Knicks is bad and lay out. Oh, you can smoke here, Playboy. This ain't that, Tony. You ain't got to change your camera to smoke here, man. I am getting wasted right now on camera. Yo, yeah, but yeah, man, this guy sit here and whines and fucking complain about the most inconsistent and minute thing. Like, yo, bro, we need to trade Donovan Mitchell. It don't matter, trade all of them. How does that make sense? And you and you call yourself an analyst.
Analyst, yeah.
That you trade everybody out of young RJ Barrett.
Yo, you got to remember, the bigger the story is better for him. And he puts that shit before his fandom. So he might have grew up as a fucking Knicks fan and this and that. But with his career, bro, he ain't no fucking Knicks fan, bro.
Bro,
anything that's a headline is what he wants. So if the Knicks get fucking Donovan Mitchell, bro, forget it, man.
Bro, he's trash. He gets on my nerves. He needs to shut up. You feel me? He got caught in a lie about talking to the Knicks. Then he come out, I didn't talk to the Knicks, and I was joking, and I haven't talked to the Knicks on purpose. No, they haven't. I haven't talked to the Knicks on purpose. No, the Knicks haven't been talking to you.
They're not. I mean, to be honest, to keep it fair, they're not really talking to anybody, bro. They haven't been. You know what I'm saying? I mean, shit. Honestly, even though we all knew it was bullshit. You remember when the reporter caught Julius after that game, and it was like, oh, the reports about you getting moved out of here, traded, and he was like, who reported it?
Yeah.
Who reported it? I feel like that was one of the reasons he was so damn confident with it. He was like, who reported it? Tell me who. Because he knows, like, there's no leaks. Yo, those dudes know their business, bro. Everybody can say whatever the fuck they want. You might miss on a draft pick, but what the Knicks have been doing for the past, like, 5 seasons now, 4 seasons, something like that, bro, you know these dudes are fucking businessmen, bro. They're not just going out there airing the laundry out to a bitch. I'm sorry to say it, like Stephen A, bro. For real, bro.
Yo, so, and that's the thing too. Like, Julius knows that his relationship with the front office is good. They have an open communication. Like, him and Tibbs, open communication. That's why he sit there with such confidence and be like, well, if it hasn't came from my mouth about me wanting to be traded or nothing like that, it's not true. You feel me? Because and I think that's what gets, not just Julius Randle, other reporters as well, upset. Like, even down to Malika Andrews sitting on ESPN and being upset that the press wasn't invited to the Jalen Brunson Fan Appreciation Day. Like,
fuck them, bro. That was great that they did that shit.
Yo,
that shit also builds, like, when you do shit like that, it also builds team camaraderie too, bro. People like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? They feel like they was part of some, and no matter what, the upper offices are gonna hold us down, and like that shit is good for us, bro.
Word.
All this shit everything is working. Even though we was off a little bit this year, they tried to patch a hole, but there wasn't really any options with the point guard. I don't think they wanted to get wrapped up in maybe one of them. Another one they wanted, but he ended up going somewhere else.
Well, shit, I see my guy Stephen Kennedy in there. What's up, Brody? Yeah, my fault. Go ahead, Tony.
Yeah, nah, I like what they did, and now they fucking got Brunson, bro. If you told me last year, hey, we're gonna fight, but we're gonna lose, we'll be at like fucking 38 games or whatever, we won 39 games, some shit like that, But we get Brunson the next year, I would have signed up for it. Straight
Yeah.
up.
And then you got to even think about it too, bro. Like, again, I always tell people I watch these games so much is sickening, right? Like how
Mm.
many times I watch a single Knicks game, right? Uh, and you just look at the way that we lost a lot of those games. I think the talent, like we could, the guys on the team could play basketball. It's not like we got a team full of scrubs. It's just we couldn't hold leads. Like that was a big problem. We could fight back in the games. We couldn't close out games. Like that was a big problem. And if you really know basketball and you really watching the team play, you know why. Because in the later stage of the game, we could not initiate offense. Like that's a
Well,
problem. If you can't
you
score,
didn't, we didn't have the point guard, right?
yeah, like that's a big problem. Like when it comes down to the end of the games and how you win games is to be able to initiate offense. Like some teams just has the star that we could give him the ball, back up. Not everybody has a KD, a Jason Tatum, LeBron James, Giannis, Kawhi Leonard, Damian Lillard. Those are guys that you could be like, all right, it's the fourth quarter. Here's the ball. Do your thing. You feel me? But
I would rather do that. No matter who we had, even when we had Melo, I think it's wrong when you got the last possession, you got 10, 15, 12, 20, whatever seconds left. And in the beginning of that clock, with whatever those seconds are left, they give the star the ball regardless, bro. I don't care if it's fucking is. I mean, I guess KD is like a different animal. When LeBron was LeBron, like LeBron may be a different animal, but really anybody else, bro, I feel like give it to somebody else. Let them make a move and try to get to their fucking spot and then hit them with the ball. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
So
That's good offense. But we
you,
couldn't do
you're
that. We couldn't even do
we
that shit.
couldn't. We could. 15 seconds left. Get the ball to Julius, and he sit there with the rock and try and make moves back this that, and try and eat up the whole clock. And then with 6 seconds left, he fucking turned it off over in the paint. That's how that shit is no good.
And before that, right? You have Alec Burke. Even though I don't blame Alec Burke for this, he was placed in a position for him not to be successful.
Mhm.
Gets the ball, puts his head down, runs to the basket, try to create contact and throw the ball at the rim. Like that's not initiating offense. But what we saw from Quickly at the end of the season was him
But
being able to break down the defense, get to the paint, either try to make the
his
layup
his
or kick it out.
his numbers were surprising and exciting.
Yep.
100%.
I'll say this
100%.
too.
He went up like another notch. So the rookie season, he jumped to
Yeah.
me. He went up like a big notch. I was like, yo, this kid can be something. Then last year I felt a little stagnant for most of the year.
Yeah.
And when it finished out, I now feel like, yo, IQ might be the fucking six man, bro. Straight
Yo,
up.
his shooting was bad, and that's mostly because of his shot selection in the beginning of the season.
Well,
But
sometimes he gets hype. He comes over the fucking
that's a
half
fact.
court
That's
and
a
let
fact.
that bitch go. Sometimes it lands though, bro, and I'm
Yeah.
happy as shit.
Yeah, that's a fact. Yo, Case was good. But the most impressive stat for IQ for me is his
I
assist to
agree,
turnover.
Case.
His assist to turnover ratio. That's the most impressive stat to me.
Mm.
People be like, "Oh, he's not a real point guard." I'm like, "Bro, he don't turn over the ball." Like,
Let's see. They're gonna let him run it this year. That he's gonna run that second unit, bro.
he don't turn over the ball, and he was averaging like what 5 assists coming off the bench at the end of the season. Like, I'll take it. I'll take it. And you telling me that you only gonna turn over the ball once a game and give me 5 assists? I'll take it. I'll take it. And you a 3-point threat, like a severe one.
And honestly, the way he was looking with Obi, I mean, if they play together like that, that's beautiful. You know,
Bro,
I love that. You know what I'm
shit is
saying?
magic, son. You wish you could get most like some of your players. Not it's rare to even find like that on a team, like with players with instant chemistry like that. Like, yo, why would you want to break that up? Especially, at right now, they're gonna be coming off your bench. You looking at least 30 points coming off your bench with just them two. with just them two.
Yeah,
30
close
points.
to it. Yeah, I agree.
Like just them two just coming off the bench. Obi and Quick gonna give us 30. We know that. 15 and
About
15.
that.
Yeah, 15 and 15.
Mm-hmm. I won't debate that.
Yeah. And that's not mentioned whoever's coming off the bench.
I
I think Grimes gonna end
agree.
up because I don't see them
Grimes,
sitting.
Grimes, I hate to say it, bro. I'm starting to like, I don't know, bro. All the silly shit makes me kind of hate on Grimes, bro.
What silly shit?
Like the shit with the Berman shit and all. Like, oh, rather have him than like, come on, bro. You
but
gotta
that,
be fucking like.
but that's not real though.
I know, bro. It's just like there's people out there who are like, yo, I'm telling you, Grimes is shit. Like, let's see what this kid is, man. He looked decent. He looked like he ain't scared to pull the trigger, even when he misses a few in a row, too.
He don't look like it. He ain't scared. That boy gonna shoot.
Yeah, but he gets a little trigger happy, bro. He was tossing them shits for a second.
Yeah. But again, these are things that you learn
But
as
yeah,
you
he'll get
go
better.
on. You gonna learn
And
to
he'll
pick
get
your
better.
shot.
You still got Cam Reddish. If he's able to play, that's something. There's something to unravel there. He's special, right?
So, and I think this is a sorry to cut you.
Now you go.
Off. Yeah. So to go back to the trade rumors, I think that's part of the reason why the Knicks was willing to trade Obi, because we got Cam. Cam could run the floor.
Yeah, I mean, I think the reason they throw in Obi, to be honest, is I think they love IQ. I think it's like, yo, bro, like you could have all the kids, but we're not like that. Don't mean IQ. I think I'm telling you, bro. I wouldn't be surprised if IQ is like he's the sixth man for this team, bro.
Oh, I believe it already.
Yeah,
I believe it already
like,
because you saw at the end of the season, he's the first
not
guy off the bench.
Rose, not Obi. He's gonna be first up,
and he's a Tibbs guy, bro. Like all he does is work. That's it. All he does is work. You feel me? Like what? How we damn near out of the off season, and he's just now starting to post vacation pictures. You feel me? Like before that, it was all basketball, all him putting in work. Immediately after the season, up until now, it's like, all right, season coming up. Let me rest my body a little bit. Let me go sightsee. But he's a Tibbs guy, and he might not be the best defender, but he's gonna give you effort. Every defensive possession, he's gonna give you effort.
That's all it is. That's all it is now, anyway, bro. If you're an effort defender, you're fucking good. You don't never hear nobody shit on Steph Curry defense. It's because he buys in and he tries. He's a fucking swinging gate, but yo, he's out there trying, bro. That's all you got to do. They fuck the rules up so hard. You already know, bro.
Yeah. That's a fact. That's a fact.
Know?
But IQ is definitely gonna be the sixth man.
Yeah,
having Derrick Rose coming back too is gonna be beautiful.
I think over everyone's favorite, Grimes, over a big contract Fournier, over Obi. I mean, I think eventually the starting lineup, without the trade, obviously. I'm thinking that what's his name? Reddish. I think Reddish is going to end up taking the starting spot next to RJ.
I wouldn't be mad at that.
I think they end up, sliding Fournier over to the bench. It's just what Fournier now brings, like last year and all, like what I see him do, kind of just that spot up shooter. I don't know. I think like his role is made for a bench role. He shouldn't. I don't know. Like,
and this is the benefits of Cam starting in defensively. Like,
you get RJ at the 2, which is major.
Yeah, defensively, and people say Julius Randle don't play defense. It's like these guys clearly don't be watching basketball games, because I agree that he sleeps sometimes on assignments.
He takes plays off.
Yeah,
I agree. Don't mean he can't play D.
Yeah, especially with he knows he's going to play 38 minutes. Yeah, I'm gonna take some defensive plays off, bro. Like I'm gonna take some defensive plays off. But how many great defensive plays we watched Julius make over the last couple years when he's actually, been locked in? Like We've seen quite a few of them. You feel me? But to have him, R.J. Barrett, Julius Randle, and Mitchell Robinson, your weak guy is Brunson on defense. I'm not mad at that. That sounds like a pretty decent defensive team to me.
I think Brunson is a pit bull, bro. I think people, I don't know. I feel like, or I also feel like the team it pitches into your defense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, facts.
So, you know, Tony Parker should have never been a good defender.
Facts.
Maybe a little pesky, sure, like, bothering you and shit like that. But he wasn't like strong. He wasn't big at all. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't like overly fast. I guess when he was young, he was faster, but still, like, But he was one of the better defenders because that team was around him. It's coached that way. With Tibbs, I think it's better to get offensive guys with Tibbs because he can teach them how to play defense. You know what I'm saying? So if you know how to score, I'm not the greatest at that, but I'll teach you how to play some defense. You know what I'm saying? I'll put you in the right spots as long as you give me the energy. And I feel like Brunson is one of those guys. He gives you it all, bro.
Yeah. So Terrence, my name twin. What's good? First of all, Tony had a take, and I've been running with it ever since because I agree. You feel me? I don't think it's so much that Tibbs is not a Reddish fan. It's
I don't agree with that stuff.
So I think it, like what Tony was saying was that he think like when Cam first came, Tibbs is a guy that tells everybody if you play hard, you're gonna get the PT. If you
and he was hurt.
When he first
remember
came.
that.
Facts.
Cam was hurt. Cam came hurt because within a couple days or a few days, whatever it be, don't hold me to the exact, but it was very close to right after the trade. We played Atlanta.
Yeah.
And if you remember, Knox was available, but Reddish wasn't.
Reddish wasn't. Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah? That's a fact. That's a fact. Yeah, so I wouldn't say that he ain't a Reddish guy. I just think that he had to wait his turn in line. It was other guys who've been putting in work all season.
And we know he likes the kid. What's the rookie's kid?
Grimes.
Yeah, we know he likes Grimes, and Grimes was playing the defense, busting his ass at practice, and he ended up getting run. But when you bring that up, oh look, Tibbs playing the kids. No, he had to play him. Fournier got the COVID, and this guy was out. He had to play.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's always an excuse, but
so
Grimes was out there, bro. And Cam had to beat him out, beat Fournier out, not so much beat these guys, but you got to carve out a piece of the game for you. Yeah. And then it started happening.
Especially when you have a coach that's preaching to his team. If you work hard, if you practice hard, you're going to get PT. And then you got a guy who just shows up on the team and is like, yeah, we're going to play you.
Atlanta wasn't even playing him. He wasn't consistently in the lineup, and he was hurt a lot there as well. So he comes over. When he finally starts getting minutes, he's gelling with RJ. You could feel the energy when they was on the court together. It was looking cool. He was looking better and better game by game. And then what happened? He gets hurt. and he's gone.
Bro, if he could stay healthy and
that's a big if, man. It's a big if. 3 years hurt.
Well, yeah. But if you look at the beginning of Steph Curry career, I'm not saying he's Steph.
I remember. With the ankle.
They was ready to write Steph Curry off. You feel me? Not saying that he's gonna have that same success because who knows how everybody's bodies react.
I remember when the Spurs bounced him out of the playoffs and Steph was trying to play on a bum ankle.
Yeah, so, I'm just saying this, right? This is the only thing I'm saying. We know it's a big if he can stay healthy. But if he can, him and RJ develop a chemistry on the court, that's going to be something. This is what I'm saying about the team being the sum of its parts. You don't need RJ Barrett to be a superstar. If you can get Cam to come along and be healthy and play alongside him, them two together, it's gonna be something nice to see. And then you got somebody like Jalen Brunson who can help facilitate. You got Julius Randle giving you what Julius Randle does. And you got that. And I think that's what's going to make us contenders. And I hate to, my mind, I got a little bit ADHD, bro. So my mind jumps around a lot. But back to the Stephen A thing. Was it the Stephen A thing? Just lost my train of thought that quick.
You smoking?
Nah, I got a little bit ADHD, bro. So my
I
mind
got
work,
that shit full blown.
yeah. My mind go faster than I can speak. You feel me? So like,
It'll be all right.
I'll be like 4 steps ahead in my mind. I be trying to get everything out for us. But yeah, I forgot what I was about to say. But yeah.
Stephen
yeah,
A.
I completely forgot. Yeah, it's going now. It's going now.
Stephen A. Smith.
Yeah, no, it's going now. No, I'm telling you, it's going. It's going. It might come back, but it's gone for right now. Yeah, those two together, they could be something special, bro. They could definitely be something special. Yeah, so like that's what I was saying about the team being the sum of its parts, bro. Like, if we gonna that's what I was about to say. It's back. So again, about Leon Rose not speaking to the press. You feel me? And he's been harping on that for forever. Bro, he told you what the plan was when he first got here. He literally sat down and did exactly what you wanted him to do. Whole bunch of reporters there. They was asking him all the questions. He's like, yeah, 4 to 5 years, we're going to be contenders. That's the goal.
Yeah.
What else you want him to tell you about?
And he said he's going to change everything here, bro. The Knicks put their news out there every day. It's the biggest story. Whatever the fuck we're doing or gonna do is in the news. So this guy's changing that as well. Like he's changing everything. You got to change the culture of this team, bro. I'm not mad at nothing they do. When they repeat history, when they do some shit that I was sick of fucking doing, then you'll see me type. Other than that, I'm happy, bro. I really am. I see what this fucking team has been doing. Then they ended up in the fucking playoffs. No bad contracts, no big contracts.
Still no bad contracts.
It's fucking they got all these picks. So many picks that supposedly the Knicks have the upper hand in the trade because they know nobody can offer nearly what they can.
Exactly.
Like when's the last time you remember the fucking New York Knicks having the best trade package? Not offering the most. I'm saying they can, if they wanted to, put together by far the best trade package.
So I also think they're just waiting to see, like, why offer the best we can offer before we see what anybody else is offering? That's ridiculous. Like, why would I just outbid myself off the rip? Why would that happen? Especially if you somebody like Leon Rose who has great relationships around the NBA that could find out this information with ease. Oh, you saying that this team offered you such and such and such? All right, let me make a few calls. I'll call you back. Well, I found out that was a lie. They offered you this, so we're going to offer you this. Like, why would you outbid yourself off the rip? Nobody can outbid. Nobody can outbid you, right? You know that for a fact. Nobody can outbid you. So why would we just go, we just go give you 6 first rounders and 3 young guys because
bro, he adds shit on top too because it's Ainge, bro. This guy has been in the same division with us forever. This guy knows us, man. He's over there like, I know I could get everything from these motherfuckers. Same old Knicks. And thank God we're not.
And I think what Ainge is banking on is Dolan doing Dolan shit.
Yeah, stepping in and saying da. Man, I hope that's a fucking room I hope is true.
Yeah. Like, I think that he's like, Dolan gonna do Dolan shit. But I also think Dolan at this point is like, nah, y'all got it. I'm gonna go play my guitar. I'm gonna go sing. You feel me? You guys hold that down because what I've been doing ain't been working, and we seen success with you guys.
I'm telling you, not that he would have, but bro, he's been so bad and so bad for us and to us, and we've been so bad that, bro, I'm telling you, the pressure was on that motherfucker, man. It was like, yo, you better get a group in here to run this shit, and you better back the fuck up, straight up.
Yeah.
He better back the fuck up, and he did. He got a group in here to run this fucking show, backed up, and then even fired his last man with Mills. Let his ass fucking go finally. That was it, bro. That was the last piece of
And that
poison.
was his guy for real.
Yeah.
You feel me?
That was the last piece of poison, bro. Telling you.
That's a fact. When we got Scott Perry, I was excited.
And you could see little things was happening. There was a couple things you didn't like, but there was some things like that were just good, and it was like I felt like good about Scott Perry, bro. That's why when they let Mills go and kept Perry, I was okay with it. I was like, I'm telling you,
it started with the contracts.
Yeah,
it started with the contract. That's Scott Perry. If you still even look at his fingerprints is on all these contracts that we signing now. Like Scott Perry started the flexibility movement. Signing these when we did that whole overhaul of the roster, everybody was on 1 to 2 year contracts with team options.
And we still have that basically.
That's what I said.
Like Fournier is fucking 2 years with an option. So after this year, he has a option year.
Yeah, and we hold that option. But that's what we do with most of the players. The only 2 players that don't have a team option and have a player option is Brunson and Julius Randle.
Yeah.
That's it. And you look at the smartness behind the contracts. The new contracts they signed are all front loaded. So
and they take that option. They take that option because what happens is if they're healthy, they go and re-up and ask for bigger bread and more years. Yeah. And God forbid happens and they're hurt, they get to sign into the fucking option and get that money. You know what I mean? So that's why they do that. They're willing to do that and take a little less. If you put that play option in there, then they'll take a little less, bro. And that's why the Knicks gave them that. Both of them dudes. They didn't take much, man. They didn't. 23 and 27 million. Yo, go look at the fucking stars of today, bro.
Yo, so and again, I reiterate about how important that the front loaded contracts are, because especially when you look at the new CBA coming up
in 2024, that's going to be major. They say that the player contracts individual season will be so if somebody gets the Supermax, the like one of the seasons, a player will make 70 plus million, like 72 to 76, somewhere in there is going to be what they make. That's going to be the top money.
Crazy. So
crazy.
That's the top money.
My point. Julius Randle, 23 this year, 25 in 2023, and 27 in 2024. So if the top pay, let's just go to the bottom of the scale, 72 to 76. So we'll say the top guy is getting 72 million. Randall's over here only getting 27 million. And these liars who call themselves Knicks fans are saying, oh, what we going to do? He has a terrible contract. They gave him the whole bag. We'll never be able to get rid of him.
They don't. He gave a terrible bag, but he's not even the top 40 highest paid player in the league right now.
It's crazy.
So imagine when the new CBA come, how far down the ranking he gonna drop as far as paid players. And he did that. No, like he knew he did. Like, I don't. Granted, last season probably would have hurt his chances as far as contract goes. Coming in to next year, but he didn't know that. He just came up for All-Star year. Him thinking he hot shit, and still said, you know what? I'm gonna take a team-friendly contract because I want you guys to be able to build so we can win. This is one of the reasons why I won't. I'm not trading that guy because that guy did something for the organization. Like
So
he could have
look at all the money he left on the books.
like
And
100 mil.
then you got, like I said, when you're in 2024, if a top player can get 72, that means the cap got to be like 150, all right, 150 or some shit, like crazy shit like that for the team. And this dude's only getting 27 because he wanted to leave room for the team to build, you know. And then Brunson did the same. Brunson could have did 32.5 a year.
Yeah.
He did 27.9. So he left bread there every year. He left like 5 million on the books.
And his
And
contract
and it
cheaper.
and it goes down. Yeah, it goes down.
Yeah, it gets cheaper. Same thing with
Yeah.
Mitch. Mitch contract get cheaper.
Yeah.
Every year.
So that's the new style shit that they do, the descending.
Yeah.
So with that, I mean, it's coming down. The cap is going up. These dudes are making it so that we're going to be able to buy another guy, bro. I'm telling you. Cap is going to go up. We're going to be able to fit another fucking player.
Fraz also mentioned we might not have a shit ton of money come next off season, but we're going to have a little bit of wiggle. Well, not after we sign RJ.
It matters.
Yeah.
It matters. They just say they got rid of Rose and Fournier. It's like 33 million, I think.
Yeah.
Rose and Fournier, you get rid of somehow.
Yeah, it's like 33.
33 opens up. You could sign somebody and then or well, you would have to trade because Fournier is still under contract.
Yeah.
So I don't know how they would work that out. But
that
my point,
that would have to be a sign and trade situation.
So my point is, if they did some shit like that, they can get a player in for 30 million and keep all them guys because you can go into the
luxury.
You can go into luxury on RJ.
Yo, that's what it would definitely have to be a sign and trade situation with Evan, right? And that makes it easier for us to go into luxury to get a guy for 30, even if we sign RJ. Come to think about it. So, because Derrick Rose contract is up at the end of the season. This is hypothetically if we don't get, Spider, right? Derrick Rose contract is up at the end of the year. And if we do a sign and trade, you can go into the luxury if you're giving up the bread, you know what I mean? In a trade situation. So, yeah. That would actually work.
Yeah.
Oh, man, this front office is good. I feel like every time I sit down and try to think about it, I always uncover another little nuance of how they're moving.
The only shit, like every team kind of got a Mitch, so he wasn't like a bad signing, and his money for what he does is okay. 15 million. That's a beautiful contract. But the ball's gonna come out of Julius's hands, so I think his overall shooting percentage is going to go up again. And even his shot from three will get easier and all because he's not going to start with the ball when he's out there and then chuck one up. He's going to get the ball off, with a little bit of room, I'm saying, and get the jump off nice. So with the basket, them attacking the basket, I just think a few more threes hit. But Mitch doesn't spread the floor for him, man. So even though he get the most money, it'd be great if he ran with the bench unit, bro. It would be fucking great.
I mean, because
with Hartenstein.
Hartenstein could spread the floor.
Steinstein.
Whatever the fuck. You right?
Yeah.
But I Mitch standing there, it does clog the lane a little bit, but at the same time, it doesn't, for instance, right? When James Harden was on, well, they shot a shit ton of threes, so that ain't a good comparison. I'm trying to think. I don't think I was about to say something about Houston because James Harden, one of his strengths, even though he could shoot like a motherfucker, was going to the basket. That's what he did well, and he did it really well. You feel me? Getting past guys, going, finishing at the basket.
Yeah.
But you had Capella there. Capella ain't shoot no damn jumpers.
Yeah. He's the same type of center.
Yeah, but the team as a whole shot a shit ton of threes, so that spread the flow for James Harden. I'm trying to think. I just don't really think like in a pick and roll situation it'll be that harmful for Julius Randle to get to the basket, even with Mitch there.
Yeah, I mean, doing his back to the basket shit.
Well, yeah, that's when it hurts him. You feel me? When the opposing center has enough time to watch what Julius is doing, determine
do the same moves.
Yeah, determine when to close out and double team and shit like that. But in a fast-paced situation when Julius set in the high screen and roll, and especially if Julius start getting downhill, I don't give a fuck if it's a center there. He gonna get fouled or he gonna get the bucket, bro.
Yeah.
Like that's how I feel about that situation. I don't care if the center there. Like Julius Randle coming down the lane in a full head of steam, it's gonna be a foul or a bucket.
That's a fact.
Word. Yeah, but I'm about to hop off this, man. Word. I'm
gonna
go back to
you already know.
Drinking my drink. Appreciate you for pulling up, Tony. Real
yeah,
shit.
yeah. Appreciate you. You already know, man.
You know what I mean? Like I wasn't expecting that. I would have hit you up because it's bad last minute. I'm like, Tony.
Nah. When I see it, if I ain't got nothing going on, I'm here.
Yeah.
But yo, I wanted to tell you, send me the link on that Cash App. I'm gonna send something over there. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm gonna be able to make it. I told Kev.
Yeah.
One of my childhood friends, he's having his wedding. So we got the 9th, he's doing the church, and then the 10th, he got a daytime wedding. He shut down a restaurant and shit.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys is chilling over there. Maybe I'll go live or FaceTime you just to say what up. You show me how the turnout is.
We actually are going to be streaming the whole event, the basketball part live. You feel me? Shout out to Mixage Media Streaming. They sponsoring the event. They got a whole setup. They like professional streaming service for like sports events. So
that's what's up.
Like it's not a really official thing. Like we didn't sanction off the park or nothing like that. Know what I mean?
Right.
Because you need time to do that. And we kind of threw this shit together last minute. So yeah, I gotta get me and Big Fan Breezy played a couple weeks ago. I lost. I gotta get my get back. You know what I mean? So him and Kev gonna play. We gonna run some, full courts. I ain't gonna be out there running too much basketball. My body just can't handle it anymore. I'm still recovering from me and Big Fan Breezy day that we was out there playing. We ran a full court with some 16-year-olds. We ran 2 full courts. I'm 36 years old, man. I have no business out there playing with 16 years old. You know what I mean? Yeah. Well, we ran 2. We lost 1 and won 1, but we felt good leaving because we got that dub at the end. You feel me? So that's what the 10th is about. You feel me? Knicks fans versus Net fans. We out there. We gonna be balling, having fun. We gonna try to do it more often though.
That's cool.
Like during the winter, I've been doing my research trying to see how much it costs to rent out basketball courts, indoor joints. So I'm gonna be taking donations for that because again, all this shit coming out my pocket, I ain't got it like that. So if everybody want to play ball, we can come together, put the money in the pot. We go out there and have the city fan games. That's what me and Big Fan Breezy like to call it, the city fan games, man. But next summer we definitely gonna do more like outside and barbecue. Like that's the main goal of this. But I'll send you the link though. You know what I mean? To the Cash App. We appreciate all donations. Thank you, good brother. You feel me?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, all right, Tony. I'll holler, man.
All right, brother. Have a good night. Peace, everybody. Good looking.
All right.
Appreciate
Shout out to
you
everybody for pulling up.
Appreciate everybody, man. Facts.